Hey all, many people probably don't know this, but I've been playing Minecraft for about 10 years or so. I started playing back in beta 1.2. I've been on and off a lot, especially shortly after the game was officially released. I stopped playing for a couple years and only rarely picked it back up. But since the pandemic started, I've been playing it more regularly again. I'm typically just playing single player, so no one ever gets to see anything I make. I'm not like super advanced or anything, but I feel like I've gotten much better at developing a style and tying things together, so I thought I'd just show you around what I've got here. This world is about a year old, I think. I made it a little bit after 1.18 came out. So yeah. So this is the first house. This is just the beginning. This is where I started this world. Originally, this was not made of mud bricks. This was just terracotta that I found from digging out the floor. But I replaced it later. I actually, when I started this world, I was insistent on wanting to make a copper roof because my idea was kind of to have like a small shack in the Badlands right here. So I really wanted a copper roof, which means it took me about 10, 11, 12 hours or so to even get my first house finished when I started this world because I just had to collect so much copper on top of, doing the basic stuff in order to survive. So yeah, but yeah, nothing big here, just a small kitchen, a couch up here. You can sleep, elevators, and down here you can get a bit into a living room slash library with a fireplace and stuff. Try to make it look a bit cozy down here. And over here is kind of a disco, a dance floor, something like this, with some jukeboxes, a record collection, and tied in with a little bit of infrastructure. But let's continue down here. So go through this tunnel. Uh, Here's a bridge, and here this has kind of become the centerpiece of my world. So originally this was just a storage room down there, but I started building up from top of there. I'll show you from above later on. This right here is just kind of a tower with this supposed to be a drawbridge leading over to my living room area, tied in here a bit with a wall. This is kind of very old school NIM architecture. This is one of the first things I've built. I should probably redo this. I'm not really happy with this anymore. It kind of looks out of place. It looks very blocky. I don't really like it. But I don't really have a great idea what to do with it yet. There's nothing in it either. It's just empty at the top. But yeah, I've been recently trying to do like a little bit of detailing here down there with some rocks and stuff. And also if you look like down here, a lot of this is also with scenery and stuff that I added to make it look a little more lush here at the bottom. But yeah, here's a quadruple beacon coming up here in the corner. And so here, this is my storage room. This is the entrance. And I have a couple chests here. Same over here. That's my nether portal there. Down there it goes into the mine. This goes down to diamond level. This I recently made. Originally my mine went down through this wall here, but then I built something in this direction that got in the way, so I moved my mine entrance to here and here. I still need to decorate this. This is very new. I did this like yesterday or so, or 2 days ago or something, so haven't had time to decorate this yet. I'll make it look something like this probably. So yeah, sometimes, a lot of times when I'm just kind of bored and want to relax and turn off my brain, I would just strip mine so you can see my mines. Oh, spoilers for later. My strip mines get pretty excessive sometimes. So this is my mine. Dug out all of that. Just strip mining. Sometimes you just turn off your brain and dig tunnels for a while, listening to music or podcasts or something, and then you get quite a large area covered. So this is how my underground looks like here in my mine. All right, but back in the storage room. Um, this used to lead to something. I used to have like a mob farm down there because there's, with all the mine shaft, there was some spawners that I used, but I don't use that anymore, so I probably should cover that up. And this is my train system here that, you know, connects the different places here, goes through the tower to my house and then back over there. If we go up here, actually, I should probably sleep because it's night out, so I don't get blown up. So up here is a bit of an industrial district. I tried to make this look a bit like, you know, some industrial buildings, but with like surrounding like a bit of a nature park or something like that. Over here is a map of my entire area. So we're here. This is the big building over there. So up here is where I farm my spruce wood. So you basically just, in here is bone meal and saplings. And then you can just go up here and chop it down. So since we're up here now, I might as well show this. So this is a building I put on top of my storage room. This has a bunch of farms in it. So in there is a mob farm down there. Then in here is sugarcane and bamboo. And up here is cactus, and it all goes down into the same sorting system at the bottom. I'll show that later. So yeah, it's basically just a bunch of farms stacked on top of each other, and everything coming out of the farms falls down like the same funnel and then gets sorted. And yeah, I just basically just put like a cool glass copper casing around it. Over here is a bit of a viewing platform, some benches. Can you look at the area? Got a better view of the bridges over here. So this is my purple farm. I don't think you can make those automated, but yeah, basically the way it works is you can climb all the way up here. And then with a bow and arrow you can shoot off all these buds. Then you can press a switch here. And it releases water here, and that flushes all of the, I forgot what they call these plants here, flushes them away, and then at the bottom it's all automatically collected with a bunch of minecart hoppers, and then I can just replant it. Yeah, requires work. I don't think you can automate farming these, unfortunately, but this is as automated as it's gonna get. And then yeah, you can collect it down here, so you can see my there's my minecarts over there collecting the stuff. Little nether wart farm here, nothing special. Then over here we go through the path here, through the nature park or whatever. Added some trees, some rubble at the bottom. You can go up here, and this is an elevator that leads to, if you can look, there's this giant hole here. I dug out an entire chunk here. I dug this all the way to the bottom, and I filled it with slime. So you see there's a bunch of slime at the bottom. You can jump in. It's all slime. So what is down there? You can probably guess. It's a slime farm. So yeah, I identified a slime chunk and then completely dug it out and then added in platforms, and it gets collected at the bottom. So we can go down here. You can jump down here. You see this is a very long tube. And also I want to emphasize, this is all copper, all the way down to bedrock pretty much. Same here. And I want to emphasize I do not have a copper farm. This is all copper I mined by hand. I do have the tendency when I go mining to just pick up everything, like when I'm in a cave or so. I don't leave behind stuff. I tend to pick up everything, at least for as long as I have space in my inventory. And you get a lot of copper if you do that. So I had a lot of copper. So I think this was like 40, 50 stacks of copper blocks for this. So this took quite a while, but let's jump down. Whee! It's a lot of copper. So I haven't done anything down here yet. I have to put something cool there, but this is my slime farm. Same thing again, this gets collected with minecarts and then gets fed into here. And I have slime. I haven't used slime for anything yet, but I don't know, maybe if I make redstone contraptions, flying machines at some point, it's good to have it. And I'm dying here. Not the best slime rates, to be honest. Yeah, but you know, it's AFKable, so I don't need that much slime to begin with, so I do get a decent amount. So I did not use actually any external tools to find the slime chunk here. What I did was just, you see this tunnel? This connects to my giant strip mine. So I basically just dug a tunnel into an area that I thought was somewhat close to my base. And I basically just started digging around circles until the room got bigger and bigger. And I just dug and dug for a couple hours until I had this room dug out here. I just dug basically until I saw slime spawning, because I know as soon as I have a large room underground, at some point it's gonna cross into a slime chunk, and then slimes are gonna spawn. And then I just did some testing here. You see these slabs here at the bottom. I basically just spawn-proofed some chunks with slabs and then tried to see if slime still spawn. And so I use basically process of elimination to make sure I know which chunk is a slime chunk, and I learned this is the slime chunk. And then I dug out all of this. So let's go back up. Whee! It's a lot of copper. Alright, let's go back down. Yeah, so you see this glass tube here. Through here you basically get everything coming down. So you have the mob spawning platforms. You see it's dark up there. You have those immediately above this. And then above that you have like the sugarcane, bamboo, and cactus farms, and they just fall down here and then get collected by hoppers underneath here. And this goes all down here. So down here I have this room. So this right here, this is a lava farm. Just some dripstone with lava above, and I can collect lava here. And here is, this is where it collects all the stuff from my farms. And also this bamboo chest here feeds directly into this, which, you know, I can also, when I'm running low on bamboo, because bamboo doesn't go very far with smelting, I can also just pick up some buckets and put them in here, and they get fed into this line of furnaces, and then it smelts my stuff. So you can see I was mining again recently, so it's currently all smelting down copper. And if I just have a bunch of stuff to mine, I can just put it in this minecart with chest and hit the switch, and it gets spread out evenly over these furnaces, and then it just smelts it for me. So just get some new fuel so I don't run out. Very nice. And yeah, that's another new bucket again already. So down here, this basically just leads to, you get a nice view of the bridges here. This just leads to where I built my my beacons. So this is my quadruple beacon here. Nothing else down here. So if we go here into the nether, so as most people do, my nether is a transport hub to get from place to place. This is there's not a lot here. It's a bit empty, but I do like how this looks. This looks very ugly from the outside. I can show you. This is a very poorly shaped dome. I do not like this at all, but I don't go outside here a lot, so I never bothered fixing it. Yeah, I don't have a lot here, just this central hub. Here I have my rail line. Do I have a minecart? Yeah, I do. So first, let's take this line. I have the signs here. This leads to the end dimension. This leads to an ocean monument. You can just press here. You can also fly this down with an elytra. And yeah, this brings you basically to the end dimension. Goes through this tunnel. This is the way to the ocean monument. But yeah, we're just cruising through this tunnel. Here's my portal again. If you continue down here, there's nothing really here, but this leads to a nether fortress, so I can go here to collect wither skeleton skulls or blazes or stuff, whatever I need. This is a pretty small fortress, but it usually does the job. Very ugly from the outside. Do not look at this from the outside. Just look at this from the beautiful, beautiful inside. So you go through here, and there's my ender portal. I also made a room around this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not good. Oh my god. Not supposed to be here. Anyways, this is my end portal. So if you go through here, you see this tunnel. This is the same rail line that started in my base underneath my farms in my storage system. This is the same line of rails. This is an absurdly long tunnel, several thousand blocks. This took a lot of time to dig, but I don't really use it anymore. I just kind of, like, for practical use, I just always, of course, use the nether, but I do like having the overworld infrastructure there just to have it. Kind of makes it feel more connected, I guess. But yeah. In the end here, a spawning platform over there. I have an enderman farm. Let's visit that, can jump down here. I built this whole thing out of black stained glass. So it's basically gonna look like I walk in the void. Especially, I don't know how it's gonna look like with YouTube video compression. You're probably not gonna be able to see anything. I really should replace the tube with black stained glass as well, so it blends in a bit better. But yeah, enderman farm with a lot of pearls lying around. And enchanting station over here. And yeah, here I store leftover ender pearls and some enchantment books I haven't used yet. I should. It's always a bit annoying to use this because then it always fills up my inventory with ender pearls. I can just throw them into the void if they don't get stuck on the glass at least. But yeah, I don't know, I should probably make like a system to automatically get rid of them. But I've been too lazy to do that so far. Oh, this guy's following me. Yeah, coming up here. I did sort of with the lampposts and stuff. I haven't done a lot with this, but my idea was to have this be like sort of like a desolate kind of park area. Should probably put some more decorations here. This is supposed to be to look kind of like peaceful but melancholic or something. I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I was going for here with doing this path and the light posts. But yeah, I haven't done a lot of decorating here. I should probably do something. Probably at least add some trees or so. This tower right here, this just leads to an end gateway. There's nothing on the other side of the end gateway, so I'm not gonna go through. I thought I'd at least provide easy access to one of them and build something around it. And yeah, nothing else here. Also, I left the dragon egg in here. I feel like it belongs here. I don't really want it back at home. Let's go back. Alright, I destroyed the bed that I used. That's not good. Luckily, I'm not too far away from where my base is. So back in here, let's take the other route in my nether hub to the ocean monument. Yes, is that sand? Red sand? So it comes from the overworld, interesting. So yeah, another long tunnel. You can also fly this with an elytra. But I have time. No rush. Oops, some lag. I had a gas situation here that I haven't fully fixed yet. Speaking of which, gas can spawn in here, so you have to be a bit careful. But yeah, this is how you get to my ocean monument. You can just walk up here, or you just fly. So this is my ocean monument. I completely drained this thing. Not all the way on the outside, but everything on the inside, no more water. And I built a Guardian farm in it. It's not the most efficient Guardian farm. Also, my frame rate here goes to absolute shit every time. Maybe you can see some Guardians come down here at some point, as you can see them through here a little bit. Oh yeah, there they go. So yeah, this is my way of getting Prismarine and all that stuff. Not the most efficient farm, but you know, it's enough for my purposes. And so on top here of the ocean monument, I haven't drained the entire area around it. I just mostly kept the ocean as it is around it. I just have this kind of pyramid shape here around it drained, because for one, I didn't want to have to do the effort of draining like the entire several chunks around this whole area to just optimize my spawn rates for the Guardians. I don't care that much at the end of the day. And also I kind of like the idea more that the Guardians just spawn in the area around here and then get caught up in this. So they actually do have some chance to just exist outside of my farm here. So it's more like, I don't know, a fisher net or something, you know? I kind of don't like to just have them spawn inside a tank and then immediately get killed. Just have the entire spawn rate of the Guardians be just in a tank, the way you typically make Guardian farms. I do like to have a bit more fair for them, so they can still avoid this here. So obviously, there's just a bunch of soul sent down there, so it pushes them up and then they get sent into the stream here, and then they die. Here I have a walkway to a mushroom island. I have not done anything here. I do want to make something here at some point, but I'm not really sure what. What is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, ocean monument over there. 2 of them over there and 3 of them there. So when I got here, I flew around the area and I was... this was just surrounded by ocean monuments. So there's this. There's another one a bit further away here, I think. Yeah, there it is. And then the other one is... I think there's even like another mushroom island all the way over there. Do I have rockets? Okay, I still have rockets. Gotta pay attention. I don't run out of rockets here while I'm flying through nowhere. So I have a lot of mushroom islands over here, which is pretty cool. I don't really need that for anything, but it's good to know that you have access to it in case it comes in handy at some point. Ah, yeah, that's the ocean monument. So a lot of cool structures over here. So this is how it looks from the outside. Ah, how did that guy get here? That is not supposed to happen. What the hell? How? Oh well. Problem for future me, I guess. In this ocean monument, over here I haven't done anything yet. I'm not really sure what to put in here, but over there I put a library. So, yeah. I really like the idea of having like a library like in this dark ancient underwater structure. I thought that was really cool. So you have some dimly lit pathways here in between the bookshelves. I also ran out of bookshelves here, so I used looms. I learned this from Hermitcraft, I think. Looms have a really good sideways texture to have empty bookshelves. And I also work in real life in the library, so I know that, you know, you want to have your books sorted in a reasonable way, which also means you need a lot of empty spaces in your sorting to make sure you have space for more books, so it's quite realistic to have large chunks of empty shelves in your library, I think. So yeah, it's pretty dark in here, but I kind of like that it adds to the atmosphere of having like a dark, mysterious library. And I made use of the fact that there's no mob spawns and ocean monuments, so that's pretty useful. The frame rate here is complete shit, but ignore that. Can also go up here. Yeah, I need to think of something to put on the other side. Not really sure yet. Also, I had to make sure to have at least 2 blocks everywhere at the ceiling, because you do not want water dripping in to the library, because every time you have like it's dripping over here all the time, so every time you have water and only 1 block in between, it drips through, and I don't want that in my library. Here it's fine, because here it's just, this is where the output from the farm comes, but do not want that in my library, and I'll probably also double up these blocks here at some point as well. Because, I don't know, not a fan of the constant dripping. If you have an idea what to put over here, let me know. You've seen my strip mine in the overworld. It's the same deal here in the nether. Lots of tunnels. Lots and lots of tunnels. Alright, let's go back. It's dark out, so let's sleep. Here's my rail line. Gotta be careful I don't get blown up here. But yeah, I try to make this look very green and lush and foresty here. If you go over here... Okay. If you go over here, there's some buildings here. These are just decorative. They have no purpose other than to, you know, fill in the landscape. This is supposed to be like a bit of a locale, a restaurant, a pub if you want. I don't like doing interiors, so I haven't actually finished it in the inside. You know, with all these decorative buildings, I usually just build the outside and then leave the inside empty, because I don't like interiors. So if I don't come in here regularly, I usually don't put anything in here. And you can walk down here, and this leads you to a bit of a pier here. So you can walk down here by the water side. And this here is supposed to be a little bit maybe of a fisher shop or something like that here by the lake. If you come up here, you come out in this building. You can also go up, and here's a bit of a balcony. I did make very bare bones interior here, but really nothing special. Alright. So there I have a large wheat field with a barn in the middle. Once again, the barn is empty. Yeah, this is kind of like a large, just decorative project I've had as well. Here's some grain silos or something of that sort. Yeah, I'm very lazy when it comes to interiors. I think I should maybe stack up some hay bales up here. There's a cow farm here, which is connected to a building which we can go to. if you go up here a bit through the forest, so over here continues the path to the farm, and over here is my abandoned mine shaft. So it kind of gets buried here in all the greenery. It's a bit hard to see, but then you come in here, try to make it look all broken, and you should probably make it dark down here. That would look more impressive rather than with those torches. Yeah, that looks much cooler. So yeah, this is when I started the world. This is where I first started digging down and strip mining a little, which I then abandoned for the mine that is directly connected to my storage room and farm area over there. So I don't use that anymore, but I made it as like a decorative piece, like an abandoned mine shaft in the forest in the mountains. And yeah, I planted a lot of trees here to give this like a dark, lush forest vibe. And over here, a farmhouse, not the most detailed building. It's a bit blocky, I know. Also nothing inside really. But down here, goddamn Enderman. It's a cow farm here, so here's my cows. There's a balcony up here. And the attic. Lots of real estate. If you want to be a cow farmer, you can come live in my world. So if we continue this path down here, it continues going through the forest. Oh, whoops. That's not supposed to be like that. Continue through the woods. And it eventually leads to this similarly blocky building, but with slightly more texturing in the walls. Again, with no interior, but, you know, some basic ideas of how this can be laid out, with the stairs leading up here and down here. And over there is sheep. This is my colored sheep farm. I have sheep here, and you hear the clicking. It's really annoying, so you don't want to spend a lot of time here. But I have colored sheep with in every color here. And they can get automatically harvested. So the sheep fall down these things and then come through the tripwire here and then get sheared. And then it gets picked up here by the hoppers, and then the sheep get launched out of the water back up here with a soul sand here at the bottom, and they can carry on with their day. Oh, this one got through. Okay, my shears are still good. Okay. Why did you not get sheared? What's going on here? Anyways, so the principle is pretty easy. Sheep fall down, get sheared, get sent back out again, and they continue on with their day. The reason I did it like this is basically my deal is I do not like making farms where animals or mobs of any sort are just trapped in one block. I know, like, the super efficient sheep farm is to just trap the sheep on one block, on one block of grass, and then have them automatically shear every time they eat the grass. I don't like doing that. I don't like just trapping the animals on one block. So I tried to come up with a solution to have them be able to at least roam around a little bit and then occasionally just get sheared automatically. That's not supposed to be a chicken in here. You are not a sheep. What are you doing? So this was my way of doing a sheep farm without trapping the animals. You have these 8 modules here that all shear the sheep. And if you want to see where the wool goes, so around here, you have I need to decorate this a bit more. This looks a bit... I need to plant more trees here. I ran out of oak saplings. If you go down here, you come here. This is where the wool ends up. So it gets automatically sorted into these chests. And yeah, back here I have all the redstone and the item transferring for all the wool coming in. And originally I wanted to cover this up, but then eventually I noticed that it looks really cool to just be able to look through this and see, like, the blinking lights a little bit, and some occasionally items coming past, you know, like here's wool coming through. So there's a little bit of industrial looking movement in here, and I think that looks really cool. And so I kept just the glass here. You want to go back to this area? I have this very pretty tunnel here. So yeah, this is my system of collecting and sorting the wool. So this is one of the modules that shears the sheep, and it just basically constantly gives like a pulse to the dispensers that drop the wool into water streams, and then the water streams go around here in the middle, and yeah, comes through here and then goes over hoppers and whoops. How do I get out of here? There's not supposed to be an egg here. Okay, so the egg is gonna just go infinitely go in a circle and at some point despawn, but all the wool just goes through here. There's the egg again. And just gets picked up by the hoppers. And should there ever be like too much wool at once, so the hoppers can't all pick it up, the water stream goes in a circle. So the wool will come back around and get picked up on the next lab. There's a green wool that came through. But yeah, it should get processed on the next lab. I don't know if there's a less annoying way to make this constant pulse here, but this is what causes the clicking. Just to constantly have the dispensers fire. Oh, it's night. So back here. Yeah, so here I have a bit of a plaza. This is a stand where this is supposed to look like a pop-up stand or something, where you can buy sweet berries. Nothing special. And then over here is a flower shop of some sort. So you can buy. This is supposed to be like, yeah, a flower shop basically, with various flowers here that you can look at. And this also here has automated flower duplication for flowers that you can duplicate. So you just have the lever here, and then over there is a dispenser just shooting bone meal at the flower, and it just picks up the flowers. Like it just duplicates them, and you can pick up a bunch of flowers if you need them. So if you continue over here, you still see here the rail line going on. So here's like a station, and then the rail line continues into this tunnel, and this is the tunnel that leads to the nether portal, leads to the end portal. So it's a very long tunnel. Whoops. Yeah, I covered all the caves and water I came across with glass. But yeah, this just continues on for thousands of blocks. It's a very absurdly long tunnel. I'm not gonna fly down all of it, but just so you have an idea, this took a long time. So here's my village that I mainly interact with. I go here to trade my stuff. This is basically, for the most part, a vanilla village. I added some extra buildings here. I added some extra beds and workstations, so you can have more villagers to trade with. Yeah, I know, like, a lot of, like, quote-unquote professional Minecraft players build, like, villager trading halls and stuff, where also, again, the villagers get trapped in, like, a one-block space, and then you infect them as a zombie, and then cure them, and then you get everything for 1 emerald. But I don't like that. I don't have too much of an issue with like the easy access to tons of items with like 1 emerald. I don't mind that. That is fine with me. But I just don't like trapping them in 1 block spaces. So I prefer to just leave them in their village and let them go about their day. You know, me getting items is gonna be a lot less efficient like this, but you know, the villagers, they're just guys. Like, look at them. Like, that's a guy. Like, I don't want to trap him. And he has mending. And yeah, final stop on my world tour. This is the last thing I have here. You might have already seen it. So this grand entrance here. You see these banners here, orange with black triangles on top of here. This is supposed to be or symbolize foxes, I guess, because foxes are orange and they have black triangle ears. So this is kind of like a fox sanctuary. So if you go through here, it's double door, so you can't escape. You can look how cute they are. They're so cute. It's daytime, so they're all sleeping, most of them at least. Look at them. Yeah, some of them are named. So yeah, this is my area where I have a lot of foxes. If you come here during the daytime, they're all asleep. If you want to interact with them, you have to come at night and probably on peaceful mode because I didn't light up anything here. Yeah, I wanted to have like a fox area because I really love foxes, but with the world that I'm in here, I didn't have a biome that had foxes like anywhere close to me. So I had like an extensive operation where I had to try to find like a taiga biome or whatever the biome is called where foxes are, and then bring them here. And the closest fox biome that I had was like 10,000 blocks away, so I had to bring foxes through an extensive operation, several thousand blocks through the nether on minecart tracks over here. And it was a huge pain in the ass, but at least now I have foxes and I can whoops, I should not die. I can look at them and pretend to pet them whenever I want. I'm gonna get killed by sweet berries at this rate. Most of them are over here, but they occasionally wander over there. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to do some terraforming here for foxes, give them spruce trees and a little bit of, logs and small kind of sheds to interact with. Like obviously they don't jump in here, but like I kind of like the idea of them being able to just, I don't know, play or hide in these or get some shelter. Like they don't really come here, but it's the idea that counts. And yeah, also I put some rocks in here with some tuff and gravel mixed in, some hay bales, just so they have some stuff to interact with. Yeah, most of the foxes hang out in this corner over here. There's so many foxes here. Fox. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. They're so blocky. Anyways, yeah, that's it from my world. I know not the most spectacular thing, but I think my Minecraft playing is improving, and I felt like showing it a little. And yeah, if I'm not gonna make content like this regularly, I just kind of felt to show off my world as kind of like a one-off thing, you know. Um, I don't know, maybe if I make a lot of progress, I might make another video at some point and show off what I did. But that's gonna be it from me with Minecraft. If you have any ideas on what I could add or how I could improve some of my builds, let me know. I'd be happy to get some inspiration, because a lot of times I just run out of ideas and don't know really what to do. And also especially you saw some of those houses are very blocky, so and empty as well. So I'm open to any ideas you might have on what I could do with this. But yeah, that is my single player world, and thank you for watching.